I don't think I've ever really been impressed by a controller. But the 6th Sense stuff, I was impressed with. And of course, it's early prototype work, who knows what it comes out to. But if that technology comes down and is affordable, I mean, that is what the next generation of motion sensing is going to be built on, because it is the lightsaber.
This is just got real. Oh, my virtual hands are taking off my wrist right now.
For over 20 years, I've been working to perfect motion control that let you experience virtual reality.
6th Sense motion tracking technology is designed to precisely capture the user's every move.
Now I can actually reach out into the virtual world and pick things up with my hands,
enabling both hardware and software developers to deliver the most immersive user experience ever. We started with wireless controllers. We delivered prototypes to both AAA and indie developers, and they loved it.
But the wireless controllers were too expensive to produce for a consumer product. So we had to move ahead with a wired solution. We licensed our motion tracking technology to Razer. And in 2011, they released the Hydra with 2 wired controllers.
Now, after years of development, we've been able to make it affordable for everyone.
I'd like to introduce you to the STEM system, a modular wireless motion tracking system that will set a new standard in 3D interface.
When you're moving around in VR, you can't see anything outside of the virtual environment. So you need a wireless system so you don't get tangled up in yourself.
Even doing this, that's something I really avoided doing with my regular Hydra because I don't want my base to fall. Yeah, pull the base with it and be like, oh no, what did I just do?
The STEM supports up to 5 individual tracking modules that can be placed directly to the user's head, hand, or legs.
As long as there's more tracking points and you can keep expanding the level of interactivity with your body.
Previously simple interactions like climbing a ladder suddenly become this really tense and visceral experience.
The STEM creates new possibilities for full motion control in VR. Not just walking, which we provide with the Omni, but also hand motions and independent gun track.
So we can have people gesturing around as if they're waving a sword or they're swinging a bat or a tennis racket.
The new modular approach being pioneered by 6th Sense is exactly what we have been hoping for. It's going to enable us to extend gameplay over an unlimited range of different martial arts styles.
The more immersive the experience is for players, the more dimensions you have and more tools you have as a game developer.
So you might have to dodge to the left, dodge to the right. You can duck down in a game. Giving yourself bodily presence really opens up in terms of gameplay and really feeling like you're there.
With the STEM, we've addressed the key challenges of motion tracking. Our system tracks the exact position and orientation of each stem at all times. It eliminates drift and has no line of sight requirements, and has the lowest latency on any consumer motion tracker.
It really feels one-to-one, like a pure experience, just like you would have in real life.
The STEM System SDK provides a robust platform for developers running on Windows, Mac, and Linux operating systems, with full integration of our SDK to Unity, Unreal, and Source game engines. The SDK includes the 6th Sense InMotion engine, which we've used to develop the Portal 2 Motion Pack. And of course, the STEM system will be backwards compatible with all of the great applications developed for the Razer Hydra.
We are really excited about this great technology, and we will make sure the Omni works well with the STEM.
It's more than just a controller. It's a system that allows you to track points.
Because of 6th Sense motion tracking technology, we've been able to create completely new forms of gaming interaction and control. And that's a really rare thing to be able to say in today's gaming market.
We need developers creating amazing games and new applications on our platform, and to help us create a consumer product that will be truly incredible.
That's why we're bringing the 6th Sense STEM system to the Kickstarter community. We need your support to finish the development, but we're also looking to continue the feedback cycle that has been instrumental in the development so far.
We think the time's right, and we're excited to bring the STEM system to the consumer market.
The Cast AR glasses create their holographic-like images by using 2 microprojectors that reside on the glasses. Each projector shines a portion of the 3D image to the surface. Your eyes are focusing at a natural distance, making it a very comfortable experience without having any motion sickness or other side effects.
I've been in the video game industry for over 20 years. I've worked for companies such as Raven Software, Gearbox, and Valve Software. This is the first time where I've been able to see games portrayed in such a way that revolutionizes how you interact, how you see games, and how you can actually experience games.
Cast AR allows you to play many different genres of games, including board games, first-person shooters, real-time strategy, third-person, and flight simulators.
Outside of gaming, there's some very exciting uses for this. There's data visualization for computer-aided design or for education. If you really wanted to go crazy, you could even turn your entire room into a holodeck. I've been designing products for 15 years. I love it. It's my passion. I love doing this. I've dreamed about this kind of holographic experience since I was a kid. Every time I would bring someone into the hardware lab, they put on the prototypes, the first thing out of their mouth was just like, wow. And that's the kind of experiences that I love to create.
When combined with the optional RFID tracking map, allows for card games as well as board-style games. Since May of 2013, thousands of people have experienced Cast AR firsthand.
I just checked out the Cast AR rig. It's going to deliver on the dream of the holodeck. You know, you put the glasses on, and they actually fit over my glasses just fine. And then you're looking at something, and you can move things around in it. You can interact in it. You can, when you move, the perspective moves.
All of a sudden, some of the possibilities of interacting with three-dimensional objects and three-dimensional worlds even, it opens a whole lot of possibilities.
Cast AR augmented reality system has, I believe, many uses. This can be used in educational settings, in medical schools.
So many applications with this. They're incredible.
I'm very impressed, and I can't wait for it. I can't wait for it to come out.
I was virtually speechless for some time. I would believe this to be game-changing technology. I mean, we're witnessing a shift right here, right now. There it is. This is the future that we're witnessing right now.
So in case of Dungeons & Dragons, Dungeon Master can easily set up the world. You can use stamps such as a wall stamp or a door stamp or even figurine stamps. Once you place down a character, each player can see a unique view of the world. With the Cast AR system and playing across the internet, people can now play across the world. So if I have my character and I move him down next to the door, people playing far away can see that same movement as well. My D&D group formed back in 1985. When I moved away, we were all very worried that we wouldn't be able to continue playing, socialize, see everybody's family grow up and everything like that. With this system, I can now play with my friends and interact with my friends, and as if I'm right there like I never left.
We're the only system that has a simple clip-on device that converts the glasses from projected augmented reality to true virtual and true augmented reality. For example, if you want to experience the complete immersion that VR provides, simply affix our True VR clip-on to the glasses. You can even use this to turn your monitor into a fully immersive 3D stereoscopic experience.
Hello, my name is Tristan Dai, and this is Perception Neuron. I'm proud to bring you not only a technological evolution of motion capture, but what I truly believe will be a revolution. The barrier between our world and the virtual world has rapidly been fading, from faster processor to high-definition display and goggles. Immersing ourselves in this digital world is easier than ever. But capturing human motion and transposing them into this virtual space has remained difficult, expensive, and mostly left to Hollywood and the Silicon Valley professionals. A year ago, we broke this barrier with our first commercial product. Perception Legacy was a completely wireless motion capture system, allowing us to use freely in the real world. Unhindered by wires or cameras, but we wanted more. We wanted the ultimate motion capture system that anyone could pick up and start using right out of the box. Perception Neuron was born. It is built on 4 simple precepts. Each neuron is just 1 by 1 cm and weighs just a few grams. It is equipped with a 9-axis sensor, including gyroscope, accelerometer, and a magnetometer. It has extremely high-speed onboard calculation and embedded with our calibration and data fusion algorithms. The hub collects, synchronizes, and transmits data through USB or Wi-Fi. It is just slightly larger, and any standard USB power bank can give it hours of battery life. The system is so small and so light, the user barely feels it. Most importantly, he's able to move freely with full range of motion. From 1 to 30 neuron, you control where you want your sensor located. From detailed finger movement to dynamic full body motion, you are free to adapt perception neuron to your specific needs. You can even place neuron on props. The amount of data you collect is up to you. All you need to provide is your computer and a wireless router. That's it. What you do with perception neuron is limitless. It comes with Windows, macOS, Unity, and Oculus Rift SDKs. In addition, we also include open source games so you can have fun right away.
Hi, I'm Tobias Baumann and I'm an indie game developer from Switzerland. I've worked a lot on innovative game design and virtual reality. I believe Project Perception will be the next frontier in video game interaction.
Hi, my name is Peter Gauthier and I'm a golf pro with almost 40 years of experience. I love this technology. It's the future of sports training. Let me tell you why. Number one, it's wireless. Number two, it's lightweight. And number three, best of all, in one swing, I've got complete 360-degree view of the golf swing, from above, from below, from underground, like being inside a sphere. There's never been any technology like this before.
The product delivered by Project Perception is so affordable. It actually gave me the chances and experience to work with such motion capture system. And I'm telling you, for the people, for the young filmmakers of my generation, it's crucial, it's essentially crucial to get to know this kind of system and this kind of technology.
For game development, filmmaking, visual effect, game interaction, live performance, and sports analysis, we want your imagination to be the limit of what perception neuron can do. I left the best for last. This is where we really want to make a difference. Our basic 10 neuron package is only $200, and the complete 30 neuron package is $500. That is a far cry from most of the products on the market and tens of thousands of dollars away from professional systems with half of the ability of perception neuron. We want everyone to finally have the opportunity to experiment, develop, and play with motion capture. We really cannot wait to see what you will do with perception neuron.
Virtual reality is a way of giving you perspective on what you think is reality. It gives you a way of realizing, oh, a lot of this stuff is just my interpretation of it. There might be more there.
That ability to just unleash culture, the ability to author culture, I find just exciting.
So VR is really just untapped, and we're not even going to guess where it's going to go, because that's the whole point. We want to provide the tools to unleash this revolution of creative talent and ability and just basically launch a new medium.
Having something that's easy to develop for, something that's easily shareable by people instead of relying on content made only by large companies, is so important for it to be a human thing where you express yourself and have it part of your life.
VR is seeing a resurgence right now because a number of technologies are all coming together. The rendering power, the display power, and the ability to track. But the final piece is really finding optics that can get us into those worlds. And when you bring those four things together, then it really creates a package that allows us to go other places that in this case you can just fold up and stick in your pocket.
We took a very different approach. We said, look, the lenses are going to be the key. The optics are going to be the thing that unlocks our ability to really experience what immersive 3D worlds are really meant to be.
The Wearable Sky is certainly a breakthrough, without a question. You take defense industry state-of-the-art optics, marry it up to a state-of-the-art smartphone, and I have an experience that they couldn't imagine 10 years ago with a full rig in a lab somewhere.
They're designed around the way the eye works. This was a no-compromise approach.
The Wearable Sky is differentiated in three primary dimensions. The first is experience. And that's mostly 150 degrees of field of view. It's just profound. Until you put one on and compare it to its nearest competitor, you won't appreciate this, but trust me, the experience is great. The next is portability. Ours you can take out of your pocket and you can share it. The third, though, is accessibility. And that goes to the notion that you don't have to change the lenses, you don't have to modify the lenses, you don't have to adjust them based upon how wide your eyes are, how far out, and also the price point. It will be under $100 retail price. This is a very accessible device.
Making this available to anyone, anytime, anywhere. We're not tethered to anything. We don't have to worry about carrying a big case around with us. If your phone fits, this will fit.
Having something that you can actually stick in your pocket is actually portable. That's going to be huge for making virtual reality a thing, just being able to take it out of your pocket when you're talking to someone anywhere.
So for a wide field of view, ideally you would have a lens that isn't just right here, but actually surrounds your eye all the way. So you can do that by making a really large piece of glass, a really large optic. In this case, what they're doing is they're curving the Fresnel lens so it actually wraps around your face, which is a really interesting way to make it lightweight and yet still really subtend a large field of view.
And the interesting thing about it is the current technology, the Fresnel lens technology, turned out to be much, much better than anybody expected.
So the nearest competition to Wearable Sky headsets, it's like wearing a tunnel vision in front of you. It's about a 90, maybe 100 degrees field of view. The Wearable Sky, on the other hand, is almost your natural field of view. It's very wide, it's very natural, and it requires no modifications, no adjustments. Right out of the box, you're having the experience.
That's what peripheral vision really does, is it brings context into the virtual world in an immersive way. And these lenses get us into the far periphery. They start breaking not only beyond 120 degree field of view, but into 140 and beyond. So it really starts getting you tingling because you can feel emotions as your peripheral vision comes into play.
We have the great software, we're going to have access to the great content. These phones are getting better and better and better, but our optics will always be in a class by itself.
NVR Kit is the first all-in-one universal virtual reality kit. In addition to a headset, you also get a gun, or a joystick, or even a lightsaber, a standard controller, or a steering wheel. No problem.
Hi, I'm Qin Zheng. I'm a sci-fi fan. I love virtual reality. As a maker, I want to bring any idea into reality. I have been researching on virtual reality for years. Last year, I quit my PhD and devoted myself into the development of NVR Kits.
The headset allows you to have 360 degrees immersive experience. The field of view is 100 degrees diagonal. It's like having the best seat in an IMAX theater. NVR Kit uses a full HD screen. Each half of the screen is close to a square. However, our unique spherical lens ensures that you'll always see things in standard ratio. With the spherical lens, there will be no more aberration. NVR Kit works on all of these platforms.
It has two 9-axis IMU sensors and several groups of customizable buttons. You can play any game you like, however you like.
The inertia navigation algorithm not only tracks the motion of your head, but also the position of your body. Our one-step control mode allows you to control the action of the character in the game with one simple movement. How about throwing a grenade? Fire in a hole!
All the button and sensor interfaces are open and available to any developer. For example, with an independent gun, you can shoot anywhere you want.
Our headset will never make your eyes uncomfortable. The pupil distance is adjustable. And it doesn't matter if you wear glasses or not, just put on the headset. There is enough space for your glasses. Of course, using your own glasses is the best way for you to see.
To ensure your safety, you can open the window. Now you can see outside. You can combat your friends and conquer them with your strength and agility. This is the NVR Kit standard. You can also try the wireless version.
I just tried out the NVR headset. Very interesting. Very happy to see more headsets coming to market, and I think the NVR headset is certainly a great option for people looking for a wireless solution to experience virtual reality.
Take out the battery, reload, and resume your battle. This is our originally designed transformable bag. You can use it as a vest, or pack up your NVR kit and take it anywhere. Of course, we will mail you the kit with this bag.
We've been using our computers like this for the past 30 years. But this doesn't work great in every situation.
And our computers don't look like this anymore. Or this. They look like this.
Or even this.
A keyboard and mouse don't make sense anymore. It's time to get your hands dirty with Jest. Jest lets you control your computer with your hands.
For example, Photoshop. Adjust the contrast. Ooh, a little less. Okay, now the brightness. Yep, perfect. Save that. Let's take this a little further. Add a logo. Bring it down, lower, a little to the right. Great. If you have two of them, you can even type.
We take the raw data from every accelerometer, gyroscope, and magnetometer and pass it through advanced motion processing.
Sometimes your friends can get annoying. Quick hand gesture takes care of that. Just connects to your iOS or Android device, so you can connect it to almost anything, like your lights.